Chelsea are going through a tough period, winning just one in all competitions in their last 8 games and facing growing criticism of Graham Potter following a humiliating FA Cup defeat to Manchester City. The Blues board are believed to be confident Potter is the right person for the role, but the Chelsea boss believes he will improve his squad if the West Londoners are to save the season. Some big names haven't turned up for Chelsea, and their recent big investments haven't produced the expected results. Here are 5 Chelsea players who have fallen far behind this season. 1. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was brought back to the Premier League during the summer after a fantastic season at Barcelona, as Thomas Tuchel looked to reunite with a forward who had shown under his management at Borussia Dortmund. Despite his Arsenal career coming to a rocky end, Aubameyang made a strong impression during his 6 months in Spain, in which he scored 11 goals in 13 league appearances. With the arrival of Robert Lewandowski over the summer, the 33-year-old has surpassed requirements, and Chelsea have signed the Gabon international on a €12 million deal. It didn't work out for him. Aubameyang has only scored once in the Premier League and 3 times in all competitions. His disinterested cameo against Manchester City last week summed up his run at Stamford Bridge. Aubameyang's performance fell short of expectations as he struggled to make an impact on a Chelsea side that had lost its creativity. He has only 13 touches in the box in the Premier League this season, averaging just 3 in 90 minutes. 2. Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is also one of the Chelsea forwards struggling with form. Havertz arrived from Bayer Leverkusen in 2020 on a highly rated basis, but his £72 million deal did not live up to expectations. The 2021 Champions League final winning goal will ensure Havertz retains credit in the bank, but more was expected from a talent regarded as one of Europe's brightest at the time of his arrival at Stamford Bridge. The 23-year-old is in his 3rd season in the Premier League, but the questions haven't changed since his first appearance. What is his best position? Can he turn a staggering burst of talent into a cohesive end product? After a disappointing start to 2022-23 season, Havertz has scored just 4 goals in 16 league games. 3. Kalidou Koulibaly. The Premier League relationship finally came to fruition with the signing of Kalidou Koulibaly to Chelsea last summer. The Senegalese centre-back was linked with a move to England for several seasons before completing a move to Stamford Bridge. His £33 million acquisition was seen as an important addition to Chelsea's defence, which has been drained by the departures of Andreas Christensen and Antonio Rudiger. However, the argument is growing that Koulibaly's move to the Premier League came too late. The 33-year-old, whose legs often appeared long, could not convince himself of the difficulty of adaptation in the Premier League. Former England manager Fabio Capello recently slammed the centre-back, saying the defender has not shown none of the characteristics he has shown in 8 seasons at Napoli. 4. Marc Cucurella. Marc Cucurella was one player from the West to reach Chelsea's record summer spending when the Londoners negotiated a £62 million deal for Brighton's left-back. Cucurella spent only 1 season with the Seagulls, but he left a big impression at the stadium. Last season, the 24-year-old created 40 chances in open play, with only Reece James, 42, of any Chelsea player creating more chances, and only Crystal Palace's Tyreek Mitchell in defense made more tackles, 104, than the Spaniard among Premier League defenders, 93, in 2021-22. Cucurella won the Player of the Season award at Brighton as a left-back who looked awkward at times at Stamford Bridge. 5. Jorginho. Jorginho's future is uncertain as he enters the final 6 months of his contract with Chelsea, but his recent performances have hardly convinced the club to extend his contract. The Italian international has been poor in recent matches, where his lack of athleticism became apparent when Chelsea were overwhelmed in midfield. Jorginho has made a name for himself for his technical prowess and ability to control the tempo of the game. However, his off-the-ball influence was used in upsets against Nottingham Forest and Manchester City. Former Chelsea defender Frank Leboeuf has slammed his current team this week, blaming Jorginho. It's a shame, Leboeuf told ESPN at halftime, after losing to City in the FA Cup. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment.